going on? Episode 32 of the LIMBAH Podcast is brought to you by TDK.Collective and also DJR Designz. We had a really good week this week. Cooked up a flathead on the fire while we were doing this episode of the podcast. And yeah, dove into UFC, NRL, usual bullshit that we chat on about. Like and subscribe. Tell a friend if you enjoy. Without further ado, let's get into the podcast.
Alright, here we are. Just grab me fucking
Yep, here we are today,
vessel.
smoking cheese.
Well, cheese goes into it, so technically cheese moves the world. Because cheese is just another form of,
Really?
like, that's what people are calling money now in rap songs. Gotta get my cheese. Gotta make that bread. Oh, it's like, oh yeah, your high fat, low carb shit to get your brain working, and then your high carb to keep the body moving, because that's the energy. It's like, well, cheese is money, money is energy, energy just moves you from place to place.
That's pretty special.
Yeah, it makes me think about starting rugby league, but I can't, because I'm a jiu-jitsu athlete. I drink beers, and I like to...
Just get the cheese.
I was thinking about this, like, what if in jiu-jitsu you could get, like, let's say, like, a master of strangulation or something to your name. Like, oh, that's Professor...
Strangle.
That's Professor...
Dangle.
Insert name here. And then, he's got his
Professor.
professors. He's a master of strangulation. Like, Peter Yarn's a master of sport in boxing. Master of sport in boxing. Master of strangulation in grappling. Sounds awesome. Imagine if that was your gig.
So instead of being called jiu-jitsu, you want it to be called...
Oh, it's still
Masters
jiu-jitsu.
of Strangulation.
So, like, master of sport in boxing. Like, they're the master of the sporting of boxing, but boxing is just striking, and then there's many forms of striking. So master of strangulation in jiu-jitsu is like when he wrestles, he's really good at choke. Like, I don't know where I'm going with this, to be honest. Whiskey fucking...
No leg locks, just
leg
strangles.
locks, just strangulation. I'm not into joint manipulation per se, but I am. I fucking love arm bars. This week's episode of the podcast is brought to you by TDK.Collective. The boys are always out there fishing, making good content. Look us up on Instagram. Look us up on YouTube. Hope you enjoy it.
Well, give it a go.
We're kind of on the verge of putting some merch out. Some flatty print shirts. I've always wanted flatted or cod, like estuary cod's colours. You know this. Fucking beautiful.
Yeah.
Each fish that we catch is literally unique. Like, they always look different. So we're going to do that unique shit. Some tie-dye buffhead shirts, RIP Dibsy on them.
Yep.
For Queensland. So that shit's coming out soon. And DJR Designz. Need a design? Look up DJR Designz. She could probably do something for you. Maybe. But you need something first. So just help her out. Send her some requests. She'll try anything. From personal experience, I live with her. She's a genius. So trust that and trust in yourself. Let's go. So this week in the NRL.
Yeah, what's going on there?
Magic round. Who do you think gets COVID?
You think it's COVID? Oh, fuck. No one, hopefully.
Did you think that it was kind of sketchy that they're still going ahead with it, or are you fine with it?
Well, we haven't had any cases in Queensland, have we?
No, not recently. We're pretty good.
There we go. We're all right.
We're pretty good, I reckon.
Hopefully.
Like, you see America...
we're not going, so we don't have to worry anyway.
Yeah, we're fine. You see America
Watch
and,
it from the comfort of our house.
everything over there, man, in the land of the free. They're all, like, that virus is just going skits, because people are like, it's not real. And then they're like, you take away our freedoms, fuck you, I'm going to go out in public.
It's a bit hectic.
I know. For them, it's hectic. For us, we're laid back with it.
It's just like... They're a different breed. Man, it's fucking weird how dumb some of them are. And I don't mean to be rude. It's like... there's cunts dying. Like, it may not be significant numbers in your eyes, but fucking
There's still someone's grandma, and there's still
Yeah.
someone's mum.
fucking cut your shit.
Yeah. Grow the fuck up.
Hang on.
Lift some weights.
I know our population isn't anywhere near theirs, but fucking there's plenty of examples. Even like you don't even have to use us. There's examples all around the world, but like it just goes to show if you're fucking smart about it, you can reduce it. You know, you're not going to stop it always or stop it all, but you can reduce it and fucking save a lot of lives that would have been lost. You know. Like,
And then
instead of being a fucking wanker.
And then it gets to the point now with how it is in Queensland where, you know, we can go to music concerts. I can go to jiu-jitsu and train and, you know, you don't, like, you see the case kind of coming when it happens.
Yeah.
Like, I'm worried about this weekend because that seems like if it's going to happen, it'll happen at one of these games. If people come up from Penrith to watch Panthers...
If there's going to be an outbreak, it's more than likely going to be some sort of fucking social event. But there's plenty of events going on, so...
Yeah, it's not just the one. But it's good for the economy, I guess, because...
Yeah, they reckon it's going to bring in a shit ton of money.
Yeah. It will, fucking Magic. That's why they stuck with Magic Round, I think, because I wasn't really a fan with it to start with. The turf got chewed up, a lot of injuries afterwards. But, you know, coincidental stuff as well.
Yeah.
Like, there's always injuries happening in our... There's always injuries happening in NRL.
There's always injuries happening in sport in general. There's always injuries happening in life. It's the reality of it.
It's only when the media highlights the injury that you really go like, oh, fuck, like, there's a lot of people getting injured from this.
I think this year and last year have been worse for injuries.
Pre-season especially, I reckon.
Yeah. I don't know.
Like, the pre-season injuries can change the whole fucking year.
Yeah. Definitely.
Like, imagine if Cam McInnes was captaining the fucking Dragons. They're in the 8. They could push for top 4 with him in there.
Good footy. It's weird that they lost to the Tigers.
Talking of Tigers, Tigers versus Knights.
Up the Tigers. Yeah, up the Tigers. Knights haven't been playing very good footy either.
Yeah,
They've been playing in spots.
Oh, I just checked the team list. A big out. Kalen Ponga's not in the Knights side.
Oh, isn't he?
No. Tex Hoy goes back to fullback. What a sick cunt name.
Hey, he's playing again.
Kurt Mann 6.
Oh, where'd Andy know? Because Andy's still got him.
I traded him this week in Supercoach.
I traded him when he first got injured. First got dropped.
Jacob Little's in.
Yeah.
Number 9 this week. 12. Yeah, I really like... If I'm going to bet to make money, I'm betting on the Tigers
What
this
does the
week.
lineup say there about Louis?
Left centre.
Oh, fuck me.
David Northaluma on his outside. But that's the thing, like, if they let him roam, if the game plan is for him just to play what he feels and let him roam around a bit, if he's secluded on an edge, then, you know, that kind of takes down the fluidity of his passing game, which that's what they need. He creates opportunities for the outside backs.
I don't like the decision. The only way this is going to work is if they let him play freely.
Like Hodges, like Justin Hodges. Back in
just
fucking
fucked,
2011.
man. That's not a smart move at all. I don't even care if Moses plays good. It's still not the right move to make. Adam Dewey was in form. Probably going to take him out of form because of this.
Yeah, it could really fuck with him, and I'm worried about it, eh? He's been playing good footy, Dewey. Big fan of Dewey. Hey, you, Dewey.
Yeah.
Shout out, Dewey.
He's a good player.
The next game
Good
after
kicks.
that...
Good high ball.
Right. He's a solid player. And when he signed, I was like, yeah, that's what the Tigers need. They need more signings like this. But it kind of seems, and I don't mean to bag him out on this, but they kind of pick like too many players in the same position.
Yeah,
Like
for sure.
They'll sign 3 fullbacks, 3 sevens, and then it's like no. But all these
Well, they
these people
sign one,
needs to
then they go,
sign.
no, I want this one more. And they sign another one. Oh no, I want this guy more than him. Well, what are we gonna do with the first two?
1 sec, man. We'll just we'll flip the flathead. All right, we're back. So
Yeah.
all right, we're back. So the second game of that round is Seagulls versus Broncos. I'm backing my boys.
I'm gonna back Manly. Sorry, mate.
Fair enough. Dogs versus Raiders. I think the Raiders are fucked. And I don't want to make it seem like a crisis situation if it isn't, but they've been losing games that they should have won. And I don't know, it just seems like there's a little bit of doubt in the side now about where their ceiling is.
I do enjoy picking dogs when no one else is and winning.
Yeah, because if you're
That's
playing
a
a tipping
risky
cop
one,
or
though.
something like that,
Yeah,
you got to go for your underdogs.
that's a risky one though. I think I'll probably stick with the Raiders.
I hope they come out. They need a good win. They
They
a
do.
good win. But I reckon dogs will fucking take the fight to them because that's just how they play. Sharks versus Rabbitohs. You know, they just found out that the king of South Sydney is leaving to join the boys, the Broncos. That's some big news.
They already knew he was leaving though.
There would have been talks in around player groups or anything like that. Like,
Just like Rabbits, South Sydney was sitting firm on not signing him for more than a year. That's all it really come down to.
and then you know if you're playing futures in doubt, then it's like, well, what do you do? Well, find a good deal. Get the bag. I'm glad that Reynolds has joined the Broncos. Welcome to the fucking Bronx Nation, mate. We're going to fucking win premiership if you play well enough and don't get injured. So, yeah, I think Shark season's falling apart. As soon as they sacked the coach early, I was like, that's a spiral. I hope it doesn't, but, you know, life's not fair either.
Yeah. I'm with you on that.
Next, Roosters versus Cowboys. Now, Cowboys would have a lot of
Did
confidence.
we say who we went for in that last game?
We're both going Rabbitohs. And if you go Sharks, I think you're silly.
I think we just gave opinions and didn't actually say.
Well, the whiskey's turned me tongue loose, so I don't know what I'm going to fucking say, man. I like the Cowboys in this game, but Chooks, if they're in form, they come in with something to prove.
Is Sam Walker out?
Oh, good look. Drew Hutchinson.
The Sam Walker's playing.
The halves are Lachlan Lamb at 6, Sam Walker at 7.
Cool. Yeah, I'll go the Roosters.
They got a debutant in 9 though.
We'll be right.
Well, he must have played last week. He's born in. Well, his date of birth is the 1st of the 1st, 0001. So he's as old as time itself. A year after, well, fucking Jesus is born, New Year's Day, he popped out the fucking womb. He's seen the Vikings live. He was there when fucking Leonardo made the fucking flying contraption. Dude, this dude's been around for a while.
I'm sure he can play hooker.
He's the most veteran player that the fucking Roosters have. Go and buy his NRL app. Fucking profile. Good on you, Benny. Wish you a good game this weekend, mate.
Oh, what the fuck?
So you're going Chooks. I'm going to go Cowboys for the upset. Just being in Queensland, you know, the boys will have the fucking Super Chris ready for the win.
you, mate. I love your confidence.
Warriors versus Eels. I don't know.
I'm going to go Eels.
Ewan Aiken, Katoa and Murdoch Masilla all back in for the Warriors. Dylan Brown, Nakore, and Waiamu Grieg.
You're right.
I probably butchered that. Sorry, mate. They're out. So they're missing their original 6. So Jacob Arthur is making his debut for the Eels.
Yeah, I think the Eels get done.
Reid Marnie's really stood out to me this year. He's
Been in my team for a while now.
his defence is like he should play for Queensland kind of defence.
Yeah, I think Reid Marnie was probably the third hooker I brought because when I first
They all kept getting
they
fucking
all
injured.
kept on getting injured.
And that's Supercoach was for people listening, not watching. But if you're watching, then hello. I'll back the Eels as well. Storm versus Dragons.
I'm gonna go Storm.
Pappenhausen's been named as 19th man, but I
Who
think
they got in the halves?
I think with Brendan Smith, Cam Munster, Harry Grant being out, that I think they're gonna go for Pappenhausen to play.
Oh, he's got it.
Unless that's their bid to fill punters, like we'll take out our 3 best and we'll still beat the Dragons. And everyone's like, I don't know, man. Oh, I might try and make some money. I'm going to back the Storm just because they're forwards, honestly.
I thought Nico Hines would have played at 6.
He could. But then again, like Riley Jacks.
Yeah.
That's who KRD Dagger yelled out, hey, fuck Melbourne, to. Back when they versus Brisbane and gave us a flogging.
Fuck Melbourne.
And Jerome Hughes is building into, like, a legendary player.
Yeah.
Just because, like, when he first started at fullback and he's running and he's scoring tries, it was like, but then his kicking game got better, he moved to 7, and every touch that he makes is something happens from it.
He's been playing, he's on form, that's for sure.
And honestly, is it out of the realm of possibility that it's highly likely that they could win the premiership again this year?
They could.
I think
they can be playing better, though. I think they can be playing better.
Well, they've got...
Don't get me wrong,
round 10?
they're not playing bad footy, but I think they can be playing better.
Round 10 right now, if they fucking ramp it up after Origin period, like, we're looking at title contention.
Titles.
Yeah. They're ring keepers, honestly. They just want those fucking premiership ring. Champ Cheese wants 2. Let's go. Titans versus Panthers. Titans are paying $7 to win. They're the team that has the potential to put points on, but the defense isn't up to
scratch.
the same level.
It's not up to scratch yet.
Well, they let the Broncos
Still
come back 22 points, man.
Similar to the Tigers.
Yeah. And they're going up against a Penrith side that has just been, like, they don't lose.
They have
don't
not
lose.
been out of form this whole year.
All last year. Like, the worst game they played was the grand final. The team's all fucking our age, 3.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of young boys out there, man. So yeah, I'm definitely going to back the Panthers, probably 13 plus, but Titans to put up a fight. What do you reckon?
I'm going to go the Panthers. If you're looking to put on a bet, that $7 bet ain't a bad bet.
We'll do the multi. What did I tip against you? I went fucking Broncos at $3.25, and then you pair that with Cowboys at $3.75. You do the double Queensland because all the games are in fucking...
In Queensland?
Just up from the fucking... One of the best brew... used to be the best brew in the state, but I think the Cruisers got it over them now. A little bit with the Forex.
I'd say you're right.
That being said, on to our next segment. So, There's been a lot of shit cooking in the MMA world. And, is it this weekend? Yeah, it has to be. This weekend's card. Post-Khabib era of UFC will either start with Charles Oliveira or Michael Chandler. Give me your thoughts on the fight, Dink. What's going on, mate?
It's a crazy fight. I don't necessarily... Well, I've seen Chael Sonn's opinion on it, and I sort of agree with him. It's like, I think someone's going to get their ass kicked, but I don't know who. Because their styles are that different. It's not going to be like a... Unless they go from... I don't know. But it's just... They're that different. You know, I don't see it going back and forth. I see someone take control and win it.
I think the fight that you seen from Chandler, how he could control the center of the octagon between those black lines, and he had Hooker on the outside constantly moving until he found the right timing for his shot.
Yeah.
Charles isn't gonna play that game. I don't think he's a bit wild. Like he's wild, but he's so technically proficient that it kind of evens that up a little bit. If you rewatch the Tony fight, yeah, he does cop a punch, but he's landing leg kicks, head kicks, fucking flying knees, elbows, straight rights. Like, he's pretty accurate for someone that's fucking wild with his striking. Chandler's got power in both hands, and he's slick from either stance. If this fight hits the ground, I don't like Chandler needs to keep it on the feet, basically.
Yeah.
He needs to look for the knockout. If you've watched the countdown, Charles Oliveira says that like he's gonna knock him out in the first round. So if he pulls that shit off, I'm gonna be amazed. But
That's hectic.
it literally you can make the case that it's gonna be a wild, epic stand-up war for 5 rounds. No fighter's gonna want to take it down to the ground. But then again, like, how good's Tony Ferguson at jiu-jitsu?
Yeah.
Charles fucking picked him up, slammed him down, controlled him, held mount for the whole first round, basically. And then armbarred him to the point that he's fucking elbow broke, but he's so fucking tough that he didn't tap.
Yeah, that's fucked. Fuck that.
That would have fucking stung, man.
Oh, yeah.
Even when you just hyperextend it, you're like, oh. But when something actually goes, can you ever be the same again? He's also fighting on the card against Beneil Dariush.
Yeah.
Which that's an interesting fight as well. But do you have a pick for the main event?
Oliveira.
Yeah, I'm leaning that way as well, but not surprised if Chandler fucking cleans his clock.
Yeah. Fair enough.
He's so quick and powerful. But yeah, I'm gonna lean Oliveira. Tony Ferguson versus Beneil Dariush. Dariush on a 5-fight win streak.
Dana said if Tony wins this fight, he's right back in the mix.
Well, Dariush is on tear. Fucking, he's been knocking cunts out. With spinning back, like the spinning shit.
You know what I like about Tony? He's the only cunt that doesn't whinge about giving people underneath him a shot.
No. He's a true fighter. Like, he's got the power of 1,000 waterfalls in his mind. But sometimes when you got a Justin Gaethje in front of you, the thing is about that Gaethje fight reminds me of like Lawler versus Rory, where like they're never gonna be the same after that. And I'm just wondering, like, can Tony pull this in? Can he actually get a win?
Yeah.
Like, Beneil's in the best form of his career. He's got salt and pepper hair. Tony's fucking on a bit of a fucking downslide.
What do you think about Thiago Sanchez's situation?
We got into that a little bit last week, but apparently they're gay lovers, according to Cowboy.
No, but yeah,
Maybe like a
it's
bit of
just-
Stockholm syndrome or some shit's going on. Where like,
It's just been getting worse and worse.
and that also has to do with head damage as well.
Did you see this new video out?
No, I'm not.
Mhm.
I'm not watching it because it just makes me sad, man.
I didn't watch it, but I've seen like clips of it. It's just fucked. What the fuck? Why?
Oh no!
Why would you do that?
Someone call the police.
Oh, it just doesn't make sense.
Oh wait, they've
man.
been defunded.
School self-awareness, my fucking dickhole cunt. Oh, sorry, I probably shouldn't have spoke like that. But
That's alright, man. They're never gonna hear this, and if they do, shout out to Yoga
oh, I don't
Sanchez.
care if that dickhead.
Get better, brother. Fucking-
Yeah, like I hope he gets better, but that Fabian or whatever his name is,
Fuck all.
Joshua Fabian or whatever, he's fucking
Dumb.
disgraceful human being.
Not looking forward to fucking like 5 years down the track when something crazy happens, like a double suicide. Like, I'm not talking this shit in reality, and if I do, then that's just some weird fucking universal click. But the way things seem to go with CTE is like it ends up with someone murdering someone, crazy shit.
Yeah,
So hopefully that doesn't happen.
fuck that.
Take the lines, man, with the psilocybin. Try and fucking do something. Just change up the fucking development. I'm taking Dariush in this fight, man, against Tony.
I'd rather see Tony get a win, so I'm gonna go Tony.
Like, I'm going for Tony because I think, like, he needs, like, you can't win that many fights in a row in one of the toughest divisions in the fucking world. And then, you know, the fight you're supposed to have falls out, you face a fucking killer in Justin Gaethje and you get pretty fucking mashed.
Oh, I was so upset when he accepted that fight.
Bad idea,
I
eh?
just had a bad feeling. Like, I was just like, he should have waited.
It was there for the taking, but, yeah. Rest of the main card should be alright. I don't know who. Oh, Matt Schnell
Schneldy.
versus Bontorin. Hopefully he's a sick cunt. Oh, Chukagian versus Aruja. Probably butchered that. I'm going Chucky because up the chook.
Up the chook.
Shane Burgos versus Edson Barboza. Now that's like the potential barn burner of the card. Those boys can throw down.
Has Barbosa won any lately?
No.
Damn.
I got a bad feeling about it. Justin Gaethje knocked him out. Paul Felder decisioned him in 2019. Dan Ige beat him by decision. But he decisioned Makwan Americani, he's had a resurgence in his career, kind of. And now he goes up against a hungry Shane Burgos, who's got the eyes of a fucking demon. Scary individual, hey? But he's clean cut. Like, he's...
Shark eyes, man.
Yeah. They're across from you, and you just go like, this dude's gonna beat me. Just by the eyes. I'm going for Burgos. Fuck yeah, up the Burgies. We might wrap this up here, pull this bloody off and have a feast, mate, eh?
Yeah, man.
Really?
Yeah, better. It's getting fucking late.
Yeah, true. Fuck, it is getting late. Alright. Thanks for that, mate. We'll be back next week, another episode.
Thank you.